The stadium. Cape Town City's winless streak continued unabated last week when they extended it to 7 matches after they were held to a 1-1 draw by TS Galaxy. Udawan Gonzalez uyena ozibeke phambili ezikamushin Etogo eshaya phakathi rebound, but it took the visitors only 8 minutes to level matters as veteran campaigner Umlungisi Mbunjana finding the goal at the far post after City had failed to clear a corner kick. Richards Bay eased their relegation battle worries when they recovered from a goal down to beat Kukuna United 2-1 at the Kingswelletini Stadium. Kumdlalo wokugcina wakacoach Hlofomelo Siema, uVictor Ohizu ushaye igoli lokuvula, ibhola lakhe lashayisa kuKeegan Allen labizwa emnatheni. The Natal Ridge boys switched on by the home crowd drew level in the second half. Fezile Tlaba sending the ball to the roof of the net after Kukune had failed to clear their lines. The winning goal was a spectacular strike, a free kick just outside the box. Tabiso Kutumela scoring with a well-curled ball, beating an outstretched Badra Sangare. 2-1 it finished. In a game that was marred by poor officiating, Mangoba Ngqethi was back to frustrate his former team as Golden Arrows held Mamelodi Sundowns to a 1-1 draw at Hammersdale. Abafana beSithembe yibona abavule iqala emva kwe-free kick enzima ebishawa uSibonelo Cele. Yathola uKeenan Phillips phakathi eboxini late 1-0, but that lead was short-lived as just before halftime, Phillips went from hero to villain as he was adjudged to have handled the ball inside the box, and from the resultant penalty, Lucas Ribeiro Costa extended his tally to 13 goals as the league's current top goal scorer. 1-1 it ended. Orlando Pirates were back in action last week in the league and they secured a much-needed win as they look to try and close the gap between themselves and Mamelodi Sundowns. This when they beat Chippa United by a goal to 0. Ukapteni uNkosinathi Sibisi awuzibonisile ukuthi unesipiliyoni elishaya phakathi ngekhanda emva kwe-corner kick yakarelebohile Mufokeng phambi kokuthi kiwe ekhefini. 1-0 in favour of the Buccaneers.
Betway Premiership, there were games in midweek. Polokwane City postponed versus Royal AM. Cape Town City 1-1 with TS Galaxy. Coach, what are you seeing on Tuesday that interests you there?
The biggest one is going to be Makesi Richards Bay, because Richards Bay is on the rise, and in Makesi they are at the brink of playing a playoff or even being relegated there. Also Stellenbosch Pirates is going to be a really interesting one between the two, because we know that Pirates is feeling the breath of Stellenbosch behind them on third while they on second position.
Sabo, Wednesday.
I'm looking at Kaizer Chiefs, Cape Town City. Remember, Cape Town City usually Kaizer Chiefs go Cape Town. I'm sure it will be a revenge match in Calabash. Another match again, Maruma Gallants and Skukune. I can't other one Iloko Bloemfontein, but it's still Limpopo Derby.
Royal AM siyayibuka nje siyayibuza ukuthi bazoba na 10 games ekufanele bayidlale. Angibona unless bazobe banezikwadi ezu15 ezizodlala each match. Imakesi nje bade ngishilo ukuthi bazoba nenkinga ukuthi badlala iplayoff noma ba relegate. Marumo Gallants nabo bayasondela lapha. Super Sports idlalela lapha. Chippa United however i-team engathi ilokhu iyageja ku top 8 ibuyithi igeje ku top 8, kodwa they've been consistent nge-performance yabo.
Let's take a look at the top, Trumpo. Talk to me about what's happening at the top. Of course, Mamelodi Sundowns and London Pirates still, going at it. A lot of people saying it's over, but after the draw midweek, does that change the fortunes now? Is it still a race now? Is it race on?
I would say the race is still on, simply because you look at Orlando Pirates team that I always think they don't have depth, but they managed to win a difficult match in Koveja. For me, I think it's a match that really gave them that motivation to say they can go all the way and push Mamelodi Sundowns back. I'm very happy with Stellenbosch, however, because this is a team that is consistent in terms of performances. Look where they are now. In the beginning of the season, we thought the wheels are out, are coming out. But look at them now; they're back into contention, and they want to be they're amongst the teams that fighting for that Champions League spot.
Phakanyisiwe le ikona kick nalithuba kwakhona hawu betheke madodeni lo bhola kodwa icenga lo bhola umfukwe ngefanga phakathi eyibamba Pirates ebeka emnatheni itobuhlungu amantshontshe Pirates kothuma yedwa Super Chain thuba nayo Super Sport ebeka emnatheni 1-1 amava awasebenza kaSipho Chain waphuma ngethuba Super Sport baphinde badlala zabhola zabo zinde phakamise kwakhona lo bhola ngimbekezela impokazi nalithuba lakhe muhawukoto onside wehlaba ngaphakathi le bhola Pirates ebeka emnatheni yakhawuleza Evidence Makhoma wasilungisa impazamo zakho wathi kudala nikhala ngam
A leg out and it makes the clearance. Here's a chance. Oh, they've done it! That's a spectacular goal. That is a brilliant goal. What an effort. And I think it's Fafe Moralo who's got it.
uyile Christian wayilanda lo bhola wayilanda uSipho Chain le bhola zimbini ngoku penalties asesivile uSipho Chain
Musele to win it here for Pirates. Against Goss. Oh, he puts it into the top corner. And Pirates are through to the semi-finals. Supersport lose only their second ever penalty shootout.
In a drama-filled game where match officiating was yet again under scrutiny, Kaizer Chiefs marched to the Nedbank Cup semi-finals, beating Stellenbosch FC 3-1 at a packed Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium. Amakhosi athole ipenalty kusekushe nje ebhodini. uTore wadlala ibasketball eboxini. Wathi ngiyabonga umfana wase-Angola u-Inacio Miguel laduma phakathi. He's now scored in all the Guyana games he's played this season. With only 4 minutes left on the clock, Andre de Jong shocked Amakhosi as he levelled matters with a beautiful glancing header to set up a thrilling end to this game. But what followed was a lot of confusions in terms of the officiating decisions as Chiefs restored the lead in injury time through Pulemodi's goal. The assistant referee had raised his flag, but he was overruled by the referee and the goal stood. He's now scored in all the Guyana games he's played this season. With only 4 minutes left on the clock, Andre de Jong shocked Amakhosi as he levelled matters with a beautiful glancing header to set up a thrilling end to this game. But what followed was a lot of confusions in terms of the officiating decisions as Chiefs restored the lead in injury time through Pulemodi's goal. The assistant referee had raised his flag, but he was overruled by the referee and the goal stood. Umfundo Obrigado Vilagazi wasithole hamba yedwa yongena emapalini ephumile uSage Stevens esathi uyozama ukuthola elokulinganisa futhi wabe kuyaphela kanjalo.
Aribone Choton aribona thini Chotona waya koqhina thini abayisireletsa kagiso mlambo. The semi-finals beckon for Marumo Gallants, and that's where they are going.
It was the Life Challenge Cup back in 1991, which is coincidentally today the Nedbank Cup. But back then, he started refereeing his very first game. Today, many, many decades later, the principal talks to South Africa. Talk to me.
Let's go to the Betway Premier League.
It deserves a clap. This man is hated and loved by the whole of South Africa.
Let's go to the Betway Premier League. Asambeni siye Durban. Sibona khona iMamelodi Sundowns ne Golden Arrows. Shalulile scored a goal that was ruled offside by Given. Let's go and have a look if this goal was correctly ruled offside. Offside law says it is not an offense to be in an offside position you can only be penalized at the moment the ball is in play. You are interfering with play. But let's have a look as to whether, when we draw the line, at the moment the ball is played, was Salulile nearer to his opponent's goal, and you see the assistant referee correctly positioned, but now you see a defender running away. Oh. He ran away from Salulile, and then he then scores, and then given Litaka the flag for offside, as you can see there. Incorrect decision by the assistant referee there to flag for offside. Two should have been allowed as a good goal. Right. Maybe 3 points, I don't know. Let's go to the next one. From Betway, we're going to Nedbank, the biggest bank in football. Right. Let's go to it. We see Dupree being impeded, or there was holding there for Dupree. We always say impeding must have an impact. So this is the impact we're talking about. We're going to show you the hand as it goes into the neck. And then when the head goes to the neck, you can see that's impeding there. He's blocking him. And you know, Dupree is very quick. So now he's being impeded, prevented from getting into an advantageous position. So penalty should have been awarded here, which was not awarded. And to add, there's impeding here. Right, to add, the hand was used to impede with impact. Now, a yellow card should have come out for the use of the hand. So a penalty was not given, yellow card was not given, incorrect decision.
Very quickly, Tarek, is it because the hand was on the face? If that same hand was on the body or elsewhere, would it still be a penalty?
We look at the impact. That hand, as it tries to go, goes once and even goes like this. So when there's an additional movement, now there's impact. Okay. So that impact results in an offense being committed.
Okay.
Right. Let's go to the next one. We see a handball by Ismail Toure. Now, this handball is called deliberate handball because a hand was used towards the ball. Let's have a look. Serino crosses the ball. You can see that a hand was used to stop the ball. As it stops the ball, who is behind there? Lilepo is behind who can receive the ball. So when he is behind to receive the ball, there's what we call breaking or stopping a promising attack. So therefore, penalty given correctly so. But then what about the yellow card for stopping or interfering with a promising attack? So yellow card should have come out for Ismail Toure for stopping a promising attack using deliberate handball. Yes. So yellow card was not given, penalty was given, correct decision for a penalty. But let's now move to the next one where we'll show you why we say that yellow card should have come out. Right. If we go to the next one, we'll see a Chisampama. Chisampama by Ismail Toure on Serino. You know Serino is temperamental. I always speak to Trompo during my refereeing days to say, Kulumanai. Now, Serino there, I must comment because Serino will have retaliated. But now, the Mpama on the face, it's violent conduct. Violent conduct means the player using excessive force or brutality, and therefore the player must be sent off for violence. That was full contact on the face. That was a clap. Now, if he was not sent off, if he had received a yellow card for deliberate handball, it would have been a second yellow card, and then he goes. So Toure was not supposed to have continued with the game from these 39 minutes.
So that on its own deserved a red card?
On its own deserved a red card. If the referee misses a red, he will have given a yellow fine. Then that yellow that he missed will have become a second yellow, then he goes. Right, let's go to the last one. The match talked about one where George impeded the goalkeeper. We always see referees going to the players when they surround the goalkeeper. No, don't impede the goalkeeper inside the goal area because he's using hands. So here, if you challenge the goalkeeper and then an infringement has occurred, you see an assistant referee correctly positioned and the referee, but you see George not playing the ball, he plays the goalkeeper. When you challenge the goalkeeper inside the goal area, now flag comes out to say, I have seen an infringement from given, and then now you can see the infringement for yourself at home. Goalkeeper. But you protect the goalkeeper. As far as you protect the manje bayakhuluma lana ukuthi no ubone yini ugiven athi ngibone ifoul ureferee athi ngibona ifoul ureferee wanika igol. Now what happens after here is that the review committee will sit and determine the correct decision. But here in Soccer Zone, we can tell you now that the correct decision came from the assistant referee for a foul. So this was not supposed to have been given as a goal. It should have been given as a foul. The other one, we need to add, some say offside, equal offside, because you cannot be offside from a corner kick. Number two, offside, the ball must come from your teammate. The ball came from the corner to the goalkeeper, to Basadin, to Modi. So where is the offside? Equal offside. And then if VAR, you go to it's allowed to can talk. But if we are in TV, if we are in Labu Soka Zonu Pera, le being echo.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, Hollywood Bet is back. Mamelodi Sundowns and JVW are game featured this past weekend. The Premier League, the Bundesliga, still so much more. And just like that, the confirmation of the three teams already going through. Marumbo Gallants is in there. Of course, they could be a problem. We know they've slayed Goliath before. Sundowns knows all about it. Kaizer Chiefs are through after beating Stellenbosch. But again, kunepagani ndlemnyama nayo ehlule iSuperSport. Sundowns lesikhukune bazodlala bona bobabili ukubona ukuthi ubani odlula phambili. Hlampo, you saw the matches, just the Sundowns match yet to be played. The Kaizer Chiefs match, controversial for a lot of it, but what did you make of the clash-ups?
Well, I think I'm happy that Chiefs managed to win that match, which for me, it has been a match that they needed to win. When you look at Orlando Pirates against SuperSport, I think the Pirates made the match difficult for themselves because they were leading 2-0, and they end up maybe by equalizing 2-2.
Then Orlando Pirates, Trumbo, you saw how they started the match with the starting 11 they had, who they had on the bench, and then there was a young player that we're seeing starting such a crucial match.
Yeah. For me, it's a team that they're trying to, has to be very, very tight and look after. The young Josie, for me, when he came against Al Ali, we thought, this is a young kid who's got potential to do something. You can see the bravery in these young boys. They show that they want to play for a big team. But I still say the changes that I make, I question how they introduced them into this Orlando Pirates team. You can see the bravery in these young boys. They show that they want to play for a big team. But I still say the changes that I make, I question how they introduced them into this Orlando Pirates team.
But then there's the stability of it. Take a look at him. 17 games in the Betway this season, 9 in the CAF Champions League, 4 in the MTN. Nedbank has played 3. Carling Knockout has played 1. 34 games all in all, 33 of those all starting.
Do you know that 34 matches in South Africa, the season's over?
Most
teams. So for me, this kid has never played so many matches in his entire career. This is the first time that he plays so many matches. So don't be surprised when you see him towards the end of the matches where he doesn't give you the same energies that he was giving you in the 15th match, in the 10th match, and how exciting he used to be. Because the body doesn't allow him. And he has never been rested. This season alone, 22 90 minutes. That gives you a player that he has to finish the whole match. In all competition, compared to the preliminary games, he goes to 38 matches. So those that didn't start, it means he started so many matches. So they need to rest him, to manage him, for him to be at best.
And also, you look at the stats that Trompo is giving you. On top of that, he's also changed position somehow. He's almost playing like a 10 now, and is in midfield, which means he's defending a lot more energy, more responsibility than just being a winger that drops back into his own half. And he's also changed position somehow. He's almost playing like a 10 now, and is in midfield, which means he's defending a lot more energy, more responsibility than just being a winger.